Do you ever just... Y'all, when I tell you, the last few days, I have been in a very unique vortex of absolute void perception. I have not found myself within that state of presence in a very long time. And so as I observed, again, it was almost not a downward spiral. It was almost as if I was living in this state of limbo for days and days and days, trying to figure out where I belong, what my purpose is. Am I even here? Maybe I already died. Lord, give me death. I'm ready now. What is this life? For the last few days, I've sat within myself and I have observed absolute effery within myself. And so I want to step on here and take a moment to encourage you guys, because as we evolve and as we begin to access these higher levels of density, of dimensional awareness, we are being called to strip ourselves of all lower vibrational essences that no longer serve us. And even as I say that, I can see the aspects of myself that want to run away. And my heart is so tender, and it's like, it hurts a little bit, doesn't it? Because after a while you realize, like, whoa, what kind of a life have I been living? Whose life am I observing? What is this? Am I even happy? Where do I find contentment in and amongst a perceptual chaos? You know, for me, when I enter into these void perceptions, it always means that God is about to catapult me into a new perspective. And so if I can sit in myself and observe the uncomfort and observe the dis-ease within my own body, the lack, the limitation, the ignorant projections or programs that exist within me, if I can observe them and release them as no longer being my truth, then, ooh, we're not climbing on me, the little one. Here, baby, you wanna come here? You wanna say hi to our people? Say good morning. Whoa, not my face. Say good morning. This is Obi, Obsidian, and he is a G. Are you good? Where do you want to go? He's the best little guy. He just recently joined our family, and so if you want to jump, you can. There you go. He recently joined our family at the beginning of March, which I think is interesting because there's this saying that we observe within Canada, and it's March is in like a lion or out like a lamb, or it's in like a lamb and out like a lion. And so this March we brought in this little sweet lion, right? And when he came in, my whole world kind of like shifted. It was like whoa, everything's different. I don't even know who I am anymore. So this little guy is such a blessing for me and don't play with the, he's looking at the camera stand and he's like, oh, I'm going to. Mama, I'm going to. Anyway, squirrel. Back to the point. The point is that the only way that we can evolve spiritually within ourselves, the only way that we can shift our external reality is to come into new paradigms of being, establish new habits, new routines, new perceptual thought forms within ourselves, new boundaries, new, because guess what? You are a new creation in Christ in every now moment. It's not just this day, it's every single moment that is brand new. The more that you can draw your attention and your awareness into yourself without attaching to the external reality. This material world will have you believing that things external of yourself are real. But let's be honest, everything can be removed in the blink of an eye. People's lives are ending randomly in the blink of an eye because soul contracts, contractually, their soul is done within this earth plane existence and they have to transfigure, yes. You know, some people are choosing to evolve through physical death within this cycle as well. So we're observing all of these changes and they're happening so fast. And let me tell you, the easiest way to assist yourself through these days of transition as we embody the highest aspect of ourselves is to allow these shifts to occur without attaching to a outcome, simply honoring the entire presence as it is. You see, it's much easier to release something that you're not attached to. And humans, they label everything. Oh, this is my house. This is my car. I have a job. These are my kids. None of that is true. All of this is an observance for God's authority within you. So my children are not my children. They are themselves. They are their own entities on their own soulful journey. I'm not holding on to it. My job is not my job. It's an opportunity for me to stabilize my income as I move toward my soul's path as an author, as a teacher, as a humble student of life, offering wisdom to you in modalities such as this. This is not my house. This is not my couch. This is not my coffee table or chest. These are all items that are on loan from my God presence to encourage my evolution. We evolve within every moment because that's how we as souls have chosen to explore our God presence. This is not your first rodeo. This is not your first time as a human, but it is your first time within this ascension cycle. And when we observe it, we must come into a full comprehension that it is new. This is new energy that you've never observed before. You are not depressed and you are not anxious. You're absorbing and experiencing the collective rage, the collective frustration. You're experiencing the world's pain as she evolves through you as well. I don't know if this is going to make a lot of sense to a lot of people, but please let me try and help you understand one more time. For me, in my journey, what I experienced was complete void of perception. For the last 3 days, I have felt completely, absolutely voided from my own perception. 3 days ago, I had a purpose. 3 days ago, I was moving toward my goals. And then all of a sudden, this energy, boom, hit me, and I didn't even know which way was up. I didn't even recognize myself in the mirror. When I looked at myself, I'm like, who the F is that? Who is she? Uh-oh. Bless me. Bless me. When I am observing these states of transformation, because that's what they are, when new energy finds us for transmutation and alchemy, it feels so big. Like these energies are bigger than my sky presence, but they're not bigger than my God essence that exists within me to assist in alchemizing my moments. Oftentimes, I'm able to observe a lower thought form, meet it with my highest essence, transmute it, and release it in love. But the last few days, I have felt so stuck in this illusion, in this perception of what comes next. Where am I supposed to be putting my energy? Why is nothing changing? I feel like I'm doing all of this work, but externally, my life has remained the same. How do I bring all of this wisdom into myself and then nothing materially changes? Well, listen. Simple. Keep freaking going. Hold on to the faith that you are doing the best in every moment. Honoring yourself, loving yourself, choosing to believe in your own expression and your own evolution. my nose is all stuffy. The last few days were very challenging for me. And Spirit was saying that I usually go through these massive shifts about a week to 2 weeks before the collective. And I want to encourage you guys that when this powerful, potent, overtly aggressive energy finds you, remember that it has found you because you are big enough, bold enough, strong enough, wise enough, mature enough within your emotional tendencies to welcome it and integrate it through your being. I have purpose. I don't know what it is yet. My purpose is to be so authentically me that naturally my life shifts and changes. That's my purpose. My purpose is to provide wisdom nuggets and just sprinkle wisdom throughout my life. And honestly, I do want material changes. I seek to better myself through my experiences, but I am not going to do that by taking advantage of people's financial, I guess their spiritual need, their spiritual desire. And I'm not going to take their financial abundance because Spirit's free. And so I'm doing my journey completely different while I'm seeing these other women, these healers, and they're selling their wisdom for quite a lot of money. You know that I saw this one woman on TikTok, and she was offering, she had one spot left for a one-on-one mentorship. So someone who's looking to connect with Spirit, someone who is looking to observe and expand their intuitive nature and begin to manifest the life of their dreams. And these are the things that she's saying, I have a spot open, I have a spot open. By the way, it's a pretty big investment for a 6-month course, like a one-on-one with her. It's literally $3,000. $3,000. I have to be honest with you. You can heal yourself for free with YouTube videos. That's what I did. I didn't have access to $3,000 to have a mentor teach me how to be spiritual. You are spirit. You don't need someone to tell you how to do it. And so this is where I stand. I am not here to take people's money. Rather, I'm here to honor myself, honor the wisdom that I have embodied, and share it with you. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not going to try and tell you, oh, I have all the answers, but you have to pay me for them. I would be no better than anyone else, no better than the doctors that are like, I have a bunch of pills. If you pay money, these pills will help you. Nothing is going to help you unless you're ready to help yourself. That's the bottom line. No amount of coaching, no amount of therapy, no amount of religious experiences, nothing is going to help you unless you are ready to help yourself. The Bible says, work out your own salvation through fear and trembling. It's time now to take radical authority of your life. And so here I am, taking radical authority in my life, saying, fuck the system, fuck the other people that think that it is okay. And again, to each their own. But to me, in my journey, in my offerings to you, I want to honor you with all that I am without thinking about the financial recourse. Spirit says that we are here to live an abundant life and to share abundance in a multitude of manners. And that just doesn't mean financially. It means spiritually, emotionally, offering our entire presence in the moment. Hey, be gentle. Offering our entire presence in the moment so that we can honor the shifts that we're all experiencing. I'm sorry, but to me, I externally look at people offering and asking for financial wealth through healing modalities, and I don't see how that is any different than the conglomerates of medical practices that we have, these systems of archaic healthcare. It's time to take radical responsibility and radical authority for our lives. Not just financially, emotionally, spiritually, financially, sexually, relationally. It's time to take radical authority for all that we are, to step forward into our abundance and say, world, this is me, and I'm big, and I'm bold, and I'm ready to be a part of my own co-creation as an aspect of God. I am spirit, embodied flesh. I hold a holy presence within myself. I radiate joy and peace and patience. When people come into contact with me, it is not a meeting. It is an experience. There is a full body experience when you interact with me. I'm aware of that. Hey, don't hurt him. They're playing. So let yourself have days where you feel like you are void of perception, because in these days of completely unknowing, in these days of complete transformation, we find ourselves in truth through removing the illusion, through removing the lack, through removing the limitations. You know, when I find myself, literally just the other day, I was saying to God, I'm like, I don't mind if I die. I'm ready to die. I've experienced absolutely everything in this life. I am so satisfied. I'm ready. And when I hear myself speak like that, there's an aspect of my soul that's like, ooh, ouch, Sky. You have so much more to do, so much more to share, so much more to give, so much potential to experience, so much love to put out into the etheric realms. And so I forgive myself. In my weakness, I offer my holy presence to God and say, I have nothing. I need you to be sustained, to be my sustainable energy. I need you to be my all, because I have nothing. For when I am weak, I am strong. These are not just biblical truths, they're eternal truths of our soul. And so, enjoy, because as we head into this eclipse energy, a lot of people are going to start feeling this way. I'm not upset. I'm not frustrated. I'm observing energy flowing through me that desires transmutation, it desires love, and it desires understanding. So, the next few weeks, Spirit's saying it's gonna get funky. Because if I just went through this, and I'm usually about a week, maybe 2 weeks before the collective, before that energy begins to come into the collective, this is your fair heads up that whatever you are going through, whatever energy finds you, you must remain in peaceful presence within yourself so that it doesn't carry you away to narratives that aren't even true within your mental body. Stay in your heart. Stay focused on the task at hand, which is just being love, being the embodiment of love, and allowing love to become your natural state of presence. Living harmoniously and balanced within a world that perceives chaos as normal. It's up to you to remain firm. Hold the light within yourself and observe the darkness that finds you as a mother would welcome a child. Thank you for finding me. That is no longer my truth. I release you in love because I'm ready to move forward and accept the full authoritative blessing of my Christed essence. Instantly, all matters change. I'm starting to feel better. I don't feel 100% yet. I don't feel like I am. Hey! Gentle. mom life, kitten mom life. We may not understand fully our next steps, but what we do understand is that we are safe to expand within ourselves. So sit with yourself, love yourself, have water, enjoy a nap, do what brings you joy through these next few weeks as this new energy settles, okay? And be gentle to yourself because we're shifting paradigms. We're shifting the entire grid pattern of our own creation energetically. Hey! Okay, you're done. Go on. You're done. We're shifting entire grid patterns of our own co-creation within this energetic matrix reality that we observe as our life, as our world. And so give yourself grace. We're literally anchoring heaven on earth, and that takes time. It takes patience. It takes the ability to choose to live in your peaceful presence while externally things are shifting and evolving and changing. Allow yourself to be okay in the not being okay. Supplying for your own needs, observing your own heart, honoring your own presence. I feel a little bit better today. I'm not gonna lie. The last few days have been, they've been challenging. But we always come out the other side, and when we come out the other side, we always come out stronger because that is how evolution works. When we release in love and we release the illusions and the limitations that are holding us back, we allow for spirit to naturally welcome the abundance of our soul within us. Time is not linear. All realities are happening all at once. And so if you desire to remove yourself from this voided state of presence where you're living looped patterns and behaviors and observing these, again, programs of ignorant perception, and you feel overwhelmed or you feel burdened or you feel depressed or you feel anxious, simply shift to a higher perspective, release anything that spirit is requesting, and move forward in faith. Don't make healing hard. Choose to become your God presence, your goddess presence, and move authoritatively within your own state of being. We're okay. We're okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. Congratulations, because I know what it's felt like for me. So I love you.